open. Perfect day to be inside watching some boys basketball. Welcome to the Kohl Center as we get you set for the Division IV semifinals in this 2024 WIAA Boys State Basketball Tournament. Brad Hansen, John Nedelkoff along with you as we get ready for a good one between Marathon and Kenosha St. Joseph's. John, it's great to have you back. Great to be back at the Kohl Center.
Oh, it's a good Irish weekend with the rain coming down. But like you said, we're playing. It's going to be sizzling tonight.
Sizzling is right. Let's get right to our Menards points of the game. Of course, our points of the game brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. For the Marathon Red Raiders, it all starts with Grant Warren.
I tell you, he's a point forward, makes everybody bit better. But the other two guys, Wolf and Underwood, very deceptive in their athleticism around the rim.
Yeah, some balance scoring from them on the other side. It's all about this kid. Eric Kenosha set the state tournament record for most points, 51. We know he can go off at any time.
I tell you, he's a baller. But the thing that he does so well, Brad, he plays both ends of the floor and makes his teammates even better.
Yeah, these are two teams with two different approaches to this game.
I tell you, they both play and orchestrate their offenses differently. One, like a point forward through Warren, and he's working from inside out, while outside in for Kenosha coming downhill.
Going to be fun to see what happens. We are getting closer to tip-off, but first we'll step aside and a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Just about set for this Division IV boys basketball semifinal between Marathon, Kenosha, St. Joe. Let's go ahead and meet the teams. For that, we'll send it over to public address announcer Jim Strake.
And now let's meet the teams for today's first Division IV semifinal. The Marathon Red Raiders and the Kenosha St. Joseph Academy Lancers. First, here are the Red Raiders from Marathon. Number 5, Nathan Hipsch. Number 12, Blake Kraft. Number 13, Andrew Glennon. Number 20, Wilson Marks. Number 22, Cody Radke. Number 24, Landon Snyder. And number 25, Ian Shuda. Here are the Lancers from Kenosha St. Joseph. Number 2, Thomas Baez. Number 4, Seth Boyle. Number 24, Berkeley Kuiper. Number 34, Sincere Williams. Number 44, Campbell Kuiper. And number 50, Dante Williams. And now, here are today's starting lineups. First for Marathon. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 3, Cooper Hoeksema. At guard, a 6'1 sophomore, number 4, True Thurs. At forward, a 6'3 sophomore, number 10, Drew Wolfel. At guard, a 6'3 senior, number 14, Tyler Underwood. And at forward, a 6'10 senior, number 33, Grant Warren. Marathon is coached by Adam Jacobson. And now today's starting lineup for the Kenosha St. Joseph Lancers. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 3, Eric Kenosha. At forward, a 6'2 senior, number 5, Tommy Santarelli. At guard, a 6'3 senior, number 15, Lowell Werlinger. At guard, a 5'10 freshman, number 20, Christopher Kenosha. And at forward, a 6'1 sophomore, number 23, Dominic Santarelli. Kenosha St. Joseph is coached by Jose Garcia. Tonight's officials are Taylor DeVault from Fitchburg, Daniel Howard from Deerfield, and Tim Ackerman from Mount Horeb.
All right, we just met the teams here. Your starting lineups brought to you by Construction Business Group and Destinations Career Academy, preparing students for a rewarding career as a Wisconsin operating engineer. So we are set to go. John, this is going to be an entertaining ball game.
Entertaining game on the offense. It'll be interesting how they defend each other.
So Marathon controls the opening tip. And we are off and running here in this Division IV semifinal game.
Little Iverson cuts with actions of back screens and pin downs.
Early three from True Thurs, no good.
I think he's going to get a lot of looks because they're going to give a lot of attention to Warren.
On the other end, a lot of attention being given to this guy, Eric Kenesey, and he will be called for the travel.
Tried to go to that Euro step that stepped through, just lost his balance. He's going to be bringing the heat, but he does a nice job in changing speeds, creating pace, and changing space.
Shares the ball well, too. He averages 25 a game, but 5 assists a game. So he can get you a couple different ways.
Little pin down flex with a back pick. Again, they worked Warren inside out.
Warren double teamed, and that ball is batted away.
Coach Garcia, they were going to double and sometimes triple team him in the mid post.
Something I'm sure he's seen quite often this year.
He's a good passer. He reverse pivots well. Again, they'll run a couple different entries. When he goes off the up screen, he usually comes with a back screen and a pin down when it comes to Kenesey, so he gets the ball back off the top.
So Eric's younger brother, Chris, with the ball.
Guy's hungry. He's not afraid to shoot it.
Now, we mentioned in the open, 51 points in their state semifinal win last year. That's a record across all divisions for points in a game.
Ball usually always comes back if it goes to the elbow.
Lowell Werlinger will kick to the corner.
Good position defense. That's what Marathon's noted for. They got Warren as their anchor back there, kind of flooding the paint. Both teams like to play up tempo, but they're savvy enough to understand that they got to take care of the ball and make the most of their possessions.
Now both coaches talking about the high IQ both on and off the floor for these teams. And now we'll get a turnover from Kenosha St. Joe's.
Again, both teams have guys that read the defenders well, read off the ball well. They don't need the ball in their hands to be really effective players.
Truthers will bring it up for the Red Raiders, champions in the Merriwood South Conference this year.
Again, trying to keep the weak side active so they can't double team down in the post, but they're really flooding that paint on Warren down there.
There's a lot of wide open looking threes today. That ball nearly stolen away. And now it is Chris Kenesey with the steal.
What they're noted for, ball pressure.
And Drew Walfel able to get a steal of his own. That ball will stay with the Red Raiders. I think they're going to get Dominic Santorelli for the foul there.
And again, that's their defensive DNA. That's what they've come in. That's what they hang their hat on. Ball pressure, D. Not necessarily always in the passing lanes, but they really create havoc on the ball itself.
So if you came to watch some good defense, you're in for a treat so far. Scoreless 2.5 minutes into this one.
I like the positioning, and again, they're within what they're supposed to be doing, how they've always done it for the last 26, 27 games. A lot of back pick, pin downs.
Grant Warren short on the three. Rebound chased down by Dominic Santorelli. The Lancers will slow things down. Dominic Santorelli blocked Grant Warren. And we're going to get our first timeout on the floor. Scoreless in this D4 semifinal game. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA. Scoreless in this Division 4 semifinal game, but that guy right there could change that in a hurry. Eric Kenesey, we told you, 51 points, a record across all divisions. He also had the most free throws in a game, most free throws attempted in a game. Just a clinic he put on last year.
And he attacks with a purpose. He's not out of control. He's bobbing and weaving, but his eyes are up, surveying the land to see what's offered, what's not offered.
One thing you'll notice about him, he makes it look easy.
He does. He changes gears very smooth.
So easy. I was watching some film. I thought maybe I could go out there and do it.
Well, maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah, maybe not even then.
Again, they run their set entries, especially high post, but it always ends up coming back to the elbow.
There's Kenesey. No good on his jumper. Somebody's looking for a point here.
Defense winning out. Noted for their ball pressure. Kenosha St. Joseph.
Tyler Underwood guarded by Kenesey. Drew Walfel will take the three off the front iron. Well, both teams slow start here offensively.
Again, and then Marathon comes right back. They position well. They got that anchor in the middle to take away that pass right there.
And that's stolen away. Huxtama comes away with it.
Trying to create a little flow.
True thirds off the glass, no good. And Kenosha with the rebound.
Endless motor, both ends of the court.
So a flurry of action, still 0 points.
Again, defense is winning out. Position defense on one end, ball pressure defense on the other end. Got to see the ball go through the net, then it'll probably break through. Little Iverson cut to isolate on the wing. Into a ball screen. But again, there's 4 people in the paint making them to skip it.
Chris Kenosha will reset the offense up top.
Nothing uncommon. They're going to bring Hucks. They're going to bring it right back to the elbow into a handoff or ball screen. But as you can see, Warren's sitting down there taking up a lot of paint, a lot of airspace. Hard to get around that even with the vision.
So 5 minutes into the game, still looking for our first score. Eric Kenosha, the deep three, no good.
Made a nice adjustment. Defender went under the screen and had a wide open three. They're getting back on defense, making sure they have 2 guys near Warren at all times, especially if he's below the free throw line. They'll back pick to try to get him in the post.
Into Warren, instantly doubled.
4 guys over there plugging it up, making them skip it. Nice read.
True thirds. Had that shot, I think, blocked.
Active hands, part of their DNA.
Kenosha, no good. Grant Warren will get the rebound, and he's fouled.
That's what Coach Jacobson was talking about. We're going to have that anchor down there. All of a sudden, he's past the first layer of D. Now you're welcome to the big guy.
I was told pregame they call him the Garantula. 6'10", arms that go on for days.
That's the thing. He's 6'10", but his arms make him like 7'2". Again, but both poised. They know it was going to be a hard. Both teams well prepared.
And that swatted away. Marathon will control. Andy Glennon into the game now for the Red Raiders.
Again, just the way Coach Garcia wants to defend the post. Front the post, really trap it from behind, and then flood the top side.
Hooks him of the shot, no good. Rebound down to the Lancers.
Defense winning out because it just glued in. They've locked into their defensive schedule.
Chris Kenosha can't get us our first bucket. That'll go to Marathon. The 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, reminding you to look for the Proudly Wisconsin badge to know you're getting the best quality and supporting local dairy farms.
Both coaches would probably want to up the tempo so defenses don't get locked in to what they want to take away. Little cross screen action for a pin down or pop back.
Tyler Underwood, no good. Grant Warren with the offensive rebound, and he goes to work. Hey, we have a point.
We break it.
Two of them.
The thing is, they still had 3 bodies near him, so it was very difficult to even get that look. Again, usually when they bring Kenosha out of the corner, it's going to go to the elbow, into a ball screen or handout, bringing them right back to the top. Nice find.
Low Whirlinger for 3.
Hey, it's open. The gates are coming. But that just tells you how selfless he is. He had a shot, but his teammate had a better shot.
Averaging nearly 5 3-points made a game are the Lancers.
Try to bring Warren away from the bucket a little bit. Might be the counter for Kenosha St. Joe's. Hard to do, but that was one of the things. Try to lift him up so he's not as a shot blocker down there or somebody to take away the paint.
Here is Eric Kenosha probing.
With a double stagger off the bottom, secondary action with a cross screen. Both teams paid. This is not uncommon for St. Joe's to be patient. They can play both styles. They'd rather be a more up-tempo, but both teams have played both types of style.
St. Joe's averages about 64.5 points a game. Marathon 71.5.
Nice find.
Dominic Santorelli too strong, but he's fouled.
Again, eyes up, cleared the ball screen. Eyes were up. Saw that avenue, delivered it.
So Dominic Santorelli, the sophomore, will head to the free throw line. 9 a game. He's a 62% free throw shooter. No good on the first.
Coach is saying they really developed a good chemistry between him and Kenosha on the pick and roll. They just have a better sense of where the spacing. When he does something, they can read and react to it better as the year has gone on. They play in such a tough conference.
Santarelli's free throw is good. We've got 2 field goals made, one of them coming from deep, and that has put Kenosha St. Joe's ahead. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Well, if you came to the Kohl Center looking for offense, I hope you'll stay for the defense. We are 8 minutes and 9 seconds into this game, and we've got 6 total points.
I think as you look at it, I mean, it looks, not great on that, but it's exactly what the head coaches on both ends wanted to do. They're executing defensively exactly what they wanted to do, take away offensive strengths. Little duck in high-low. As you can see, 2.5 guys hanging around Warren.
They sky it in. That is stolen away.
Dead front in the front. Backside rolls down. Make them skip it.
Every time there's that entry pass, there's probably 4 sets of arms going up for it.
Right there, you got that anchor that takes away the vision. You might think you got something, but it's gone like an eclipse.
Got one of those coming up here next month, right?
Well, if I'm awake, I'll take a look.
Dominic Santarelli, the dish inside.
Nice Laker cut, just couldn't finish.
That was to his brother, Tommy.
Trying to increase the tempo so defenses don't lock in.
Drew Wolfel underneath. No good, but he'll head to the free throw line.
Has a nose for the rim. Nice up and under move. Gathered himself. That's what younger people need to look at. Not trying to go 100 miles an hour. Played off 2 feet.
Drew Wolfel, just a sophomore. Honorable mention all conference this year in the Marywood South. Hits the first free throw.
Getting better as his three-point shooting has gotten better, but big thing is he's so active around the rim. Very deceptive with his length and athleticism.
So tied up at 4 here halfway through the first half of this Division IV semifinal game. 1 of 2 tonight, and then of course we got Division 5, Division 2, Division 1 tomorrow. And then championship Saturday, 5 great games. So off to a great start in this tournament so far.
Little inverted screen for the screener, bring Kenosha back to the ball side corner, most likely. Trying to get him open one-on-one. Nice cover up. These guys are so well prepared, both teams. Coaches been through it. Marathon on the cusp for the last 2 or 3 years of getting here. Of course, Kenosha St. Joe's was here. Again, just locked in the defensive scouting report. As you can see, Warren's 2/3 all the way across. They're going to make him skip it too.
Chris Kenosha, the 3, no good. Drew Wolfel skies for that rebound.
Again, Kenosha St. Joe's doesn't take a lot of threes. They're more to the penetration and transition.
A skip pass from Marathon here.
Again, bring Warren back off a backstream. Good action, but 2 guys waiting there for him. They're going to dare certain guys to shoot it and make more than one. They're going to make them make 2 or 3 in a row before they come out.
Tyler Underwood has that block, 2/3 with the rebound and put back.
But again, good read, a good attack and follow. Again, you can see both coaches trying to get their players just to get down the court a little faster.
And we'll get a foul call on 2/3. Head coach Adam Jacobson, been at the helm for 13 years of this Marathon program.
Done a heck of a job. Like I said, been right on the cusp a number of times. Broke through this year.
Now they were here in 2018, lost to Roncalli in the championship. Tommy Santarelli ties it up at 6.
Again, like to run that up screen, back screen. Try to get a high-low. But there is literally 3 guys sitting in the paint. Nice shot fake.
A lot of great ball movement from Marathon. Grant Warren, the jumper is short. Offensive rebound from True Thurs. Look at those hands from Grant Warren to snatch that one out of the air.
Nice stroke.
Long three from Hooksema.
But this is the tempo they want. They want to get downhill. Nice read.
Eric Hennessy found the call it on the floor. Didn't go in anyway.
Basically, the first possession where Kenosha St. Joe's got some freedom to get down the floor, and that's what they do so well.
All right, all knotted at 6 in this Division IV semifinal. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. The 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Delta Dental of Wisconsin, helping protect the oral and vision health of Wisconsinites through dental and vision benefits and our unwavering commitment to communities. Learn more at deltadentalwi.com. Oh, we've got the mascot, the Lancer. I'll tell you what, I don't know how much you caught of the girls' tournament. We had some of the best mascots I've ever seen last week.
I love the one that was orange and blue.
It was the Albany Comet.
That was awesome.
And then they paired it up with the Monticello Mustang. They became the Space Stallions. It was awesome.
Sounds like a Bugs Bunny movie.
We'll have to get in touch with Warner Brothers, see if we can get the licensing for that.
How do you get out of a grinder? Bottom line is you got to stick and keep working it, but try to create flow. That's one thing. Create not just space, but flow. Get harder cuts, more rhythm in the cuts. Don't be afraid to let it fly.
Eric Hennessy, we told you, scored 51 last year in the state semifinal. Still looking for his first score here tonight.
And they do such a good job positioning D. He might get a half step on some, but there's somebody there waiting for him. Losing that length. Look at how they close out. Their arms are extended. They're taking away vision, even on the hedge when you switch. It's not about just stopping the guy with your body. It's about taking visions. And when you take away a vision, it's hard to do anything. That's
Santorelli has it blocked by Warren.
No vision there.
I'll tell you what, there was no fear from Santorelli. There probably should have been. Tyler Underwood can't get that to go.
Nothing wrong. Good look. You want to create some rhythm, that's one way. Getting it down court, getting a clean look.
And we'll get a foul call on True Thurs. I believe that's his second. We'll see if Adam Jacobson goes to his bench.
Just talking to the coaches prior during the week, it's just top-notch execution on the defense end of both teams of what they wanted to take away, and they've been exceptional. Now offense on both sides has got to counter.
At this point, you wonder if first team to double digits might have a chance to win.
Nice pick and roll and pop back.
Chris Hennessy three is no good. Warren with the rebound.
Nice transition, get to the deep corner.
There's True Thurs, can't get it to go. And rebound fought for, brought down by Eric Hennessy.
This is what Hennessy wants to do.
And another block from Grant Warren.
Again, there's only been one team they've seen something like this before.
I believe he blocked that one as well.
I mean, Prairie School is about the only one that had size that could take away the lane like Warren does.
Whirlinger able to get that over his outstretched arms. Quick steal, and look at that. 4 points in like 10 seconds.
Nothing uncommon for Coach Garcia to change it up. Showed a little full court pressure. Pulled it out of the bag.
That caught the Red Raiders sleeping, and all of a sudden, got some offense in this game.
Great little spark, a different way.
And we'll get the foul on Tommy Santorelli there.
Warren's got great skills. He can play inside out. Loves to go left-handed to the hoop.
So Andy Glennon will check in for Marathon as True Thurs will head to the bench. Mentioned he has 2 fouls.
Usually going to see a double to the corner, slip to the post.
Out to Drew Waffle.
Thought he might take it. He's a pretty decent three-point shooter.
Andy Glennon, the corner three, no good. And Marathon with the offensive board.
Again, do a nice job ball pressuring. St. Joe's. Now they only got one guy on them. They got an opportunity.
And Tyler Underwood.
The quick ball reversal allowed one-on-one coverage instead of packing it in front front of the post and back. The side, top side. Passing, got that open, and he's such a good passer. Like I said, almost like a point forward.
So Tyler Underwood, 79% free throw shooter, completes the three-point play.
Again, Underwood, Walfo, and his teammates, they do such a nice job reading away from the ball. Both teams are excellent at reading defenses away from the ball. High ball screen coming. Try to play a two-man game on one side, possibly. Comes right back at it. That's a normal tendency. Redo it again. Beautiful.
Eric Hennessy gets on the board. And you notice Grant Warren was not there.
They had pulled him away from with the action of coming back and forth with the ball screen, then come back with a handoff.
One of the first times the Lancers have gotten a shot off in the lane that hasn't been blocked or affected by Grant Warren.
Good skip. Again, but they got three people with both sets of feet in the paint.
Andy Glennon, shot fake.
One on Warren, just face guarding pretty much. He knows he's going to have it. He's got a little ISO, and I seal out.
Andy Glennon. They're going to call that a tie-up as he was in midair. Possession arrow goes to Kenosha St. Joseph's. 2:44 left here in the first half of this Division IV semifinal. Time for a message from your local station. Eric Hennessy, we told you he can score. Finally getting to the hoop.
Little shake and bake.
This is your WIAA network station. All right, John, let me give you a stat that's going to blow your mind.
Okay,
12 points for
it.
Kenosha St. Joseph's. All 5 starters have scored now.
That's interesting.
And you can see scalding hot. It's all relative, right? Started 1 of 8, 4 and 8 is much better than 1 of 8.
Yes, it's small baby steps, but
we're trying to put a positive spin on this.
The thing is, you don't see panic in running their offenses, either one. They're trying to stick to what got them here. Defense is really good, but again, one thing I see the coaches saying, move the ball, move the ball, move ball, move bodies. Little Irish kick up, bring it back to the top.
Hennessy underneath, can't get that to go, gets his own rebound.
Good wall up.
Eric Hennessy, third time is the charm.
Gritty, just gritty. Great wall up by Warren, but grittier by Hennessy.
So the Lancers jump out to a 5-point lead.
Again, 2.5 guys hanging around anytime he's down in the mid to low post. He likes to go left.
They're going to get Andy Glennon on the line. Oh, don't forget to stick around for the Jones Dairy Farm halftime report coming up at the end of the half. Keegan Hewitt will talk to both head coaches. We'll send it up to Nick, who's got some halftime entertainment for us. Stats, highlights. We're going to have too many highlights to choose from, I think.
I think the biggest thing that they're doing is trying to get Warren away from the bucket. Trying to pull him away with multiple actions, with multiple ball screens and handoffs.
They found something that works. They're on a 10-3 run over the last 6 minutes or so. Make that a 13-3 run, Tommy Santarelli.
That's one way to answer. Sometimes you just got to line up and let it rip.
So Marathon desperately looking for an answer, now down 8.
Little high-low action.
That ball tipped away and stolen.
Really nice ball, hands in the passing lane.
What a dish from Hennessy.
And again, as soon as the live ball turnover, it's automatic. That's what they're so good at, going from defense to offense.
7 steals for the Lancers. They've opened up a 10-point lead over Marathon.
Again, that's a live ball turnover, which makes it even double worse.
Hooks him, the shot can't go.
Good up, good ball side defense on the ball.
Under 40 to go here in the first half. The Lancers have found some offense.
Oh,
Hennessy short on that shot.
Took it up a little soft, but made a nice little half rondo. Hit it.
Drew Walfel thought about the 3. He'll drive. The finish, no good. And he'll head to the free throw line. So Eric Kenosha, we know he can score, but watch this.
He just goes from offense, and he makes other guys better. I mean, for a guy that does what he does scoring-wise, the number of assists, you can tell the other guys are comfortable around him. They trust each other.
Drew Walfel at the free throw line. His dad, Chuck, is an assistant coach. He's actually the head coach of Park Falls, which is now Shawinigan High School, led them to a state title back in 1999. And if you're watching in central Wisconsin, you might know Brad Miller, meteorologist at Channel 9 in Wausau, played for Chuck. So there you go. There's your connection.
Little high ball screen. Might come back and rescreen it. Very patient.
Santarelli, the three, no good. And it will go to Marathon with .3 on the clock.
Good possession. They got a good look. Took what the defense gave them.
Chuck it down the court. Santarelli will get credit for a steal. And that will do it for this first half of action. Kenosha St. Joseph's finishes with a flurry of offense. And they take a 9-point lead into halftime.
Again, just that little push of defense creating into offense. That's kind of been the difference, that little 3-minute stretch where they create a little havoc.
Yeah, we saw them push the pace, create some steals. The Marathon faithful wondering what they got to do to find some points here in the second half.
I think you got to stick to what you can do, but the one thing is, I think you got to keep that top side one possession where they really moved it quick. They got a good look.
All right, let's hear from Kenosha St. Joseph's head coach Jose Garcia. For that, we'll send it over to Keegan Hewitt.
Thanks, Brad. Coach, an excellent first half defensively. You hold the big man, Grant Warren, to just 2 points. What'd you like from your unit on that side of the floor?
Yeah, we're just in good defensive position where we practice all week, right? The help side got to be there. We're going to give up a three before we give up a layup. We got to contain him, continue to defend, continue to rebound, which is key to our success in this game. We had a good first half, struggled offensively, which we got to figure out how we're going to get and generate more points. But other than that, I'm happy with that first half defensively.
Things starting to click there at the end for you, Coach. We'll let you get to the locker room. Thanks for your time. Best of luck in the second half. Brad, back to you.
All right, Keegan, thank you very much. Jones Dairy Farm halftime report on the other side of this break. But now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Nick Tabbert, thank you very much. We appreciate that. John, a slow scoring first half. We have diagnosed all the problems. We're going to get to that in just a minute. But let's look at what highlights we could find from the first half. And there was a lot of entertaining basketball to be had here in the first half.
A lot of gritty basketball, and this is a good possession. Just working around the rim and fighting through it.
So that was Grant Warren. On the other end, Lowell Whirlinger would hit the three. It took about 6 minutes before we got our first score in the game, and then both teams kind of settled in.
This is what I'm talking about, side, top, side, quick movement. So because they're giving so much help, that side, top, side action was so quick, they got open in the post.
Eric Kenosha didn't get his first bucket for a little while, but then got going.
Again, always active on, and again, trust him, let it rip, because they're leaving them wide open. You got to take a few cracks at it.
And I told you we diagnosed the problem. This was it for Marathon right here.
Again, live ball turnovers, killed them. That's the difference between being down 9 right now.
So we'll take a look at our first half stats. Points off turnovers, 9-0, and it's a 9-point Kenosha St. Joseph lead.
Should have went to MIT.
I know, such a smart guy.
I went to UWP, so that's even better.
0 of 7 is a cold shooting first half for Marathon, just 3 of 17 from the field. Take a look at our leading scorers. Tommy Santarelli. The surprise here, Grant Warren, Eric Kenosha, both of them we expected a lot from, haven't really done much on the score sheet.
The defense has trumped the offense. Simple as that. Their teams have locked in to the scouting report all week long. You heard Coach Garcia talk about it. Now they both got to find out how to counter that defense to get them over.
Yeah, Grant Warren had 4 blocks in a low-scoring first half here at the Kohl Center. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. The Marathon Red Raiders looking to find some offense. Let's see what head coach Adam Jacobson has to say about that. But that will send it over to Keegan Hewitt.
Coach, a pretty uncharacteristic half offensively for your group there. What was kind of the adjustment you guys spoke through to get going?
Well, we got to be the aggressor. Their physicality is really bumping us out, and we got to play with some pace. We got to play with some space, and really get into our offense here in the second half. We're playing not to turn it over instead of being who we are, and that's really got to change here in the second half.
Awesome, Coach. Best of luck in the second half. Appreciate your time. Brad, back to you.
Pace, space, and some points. That's what they need.
Absolutely. That's what Coach Garcia, pushing them off the block, pushing them in their sweet, taking them out of their sweet spot. And that's what Kenosha St. Joe's has done so well.
So we know it's a game of adjustments. We'll see who makes the better one coming out of halftime. Kenosha St. Joe's a 9-point lead.
Again, quick movement is one way at the half-court level. Don't be fearful to hit that outside shot.
Quickly into Grant Warren, able to corral that and put it in.
He just wanted it more. He went up and got it like a wide receiver. He mossed him.
He got mossed. So quick score for Marathon out of the gates. Took almost 6 minutes in the first half to get a score.
Like to bring Tennessee, but denied hard. Nice back cut. But still bringing him back off that high post.
Eric Hennessy, the mid-range jumper won't go.
DNA of their offense. That's what they like to do.
And that ball stolen by Hennessy. I think Waffle had a chance to lay that up if he wanted it.
Yep, he's got to take it. Again, bobbing and weaving, taking what the defense gives him, doesn't give him. He goes hard, he gets downhill, but he's smart.
Hennessy to Dominic Santorelli. Lowell Whirlinger, but Dominic there for the rebound and a fifth block for Grant Warren.
Again, they have not seen that type of player all year for the most part.
Tyler Underwood.
No hesitation. That's his range, 14, 15 feet, athletic around the rim. See that ball go through the net.
First team all-conference. Now just 5 points for him.
Go off a little flex pick with a fade screen.
Hennessy able to lay that in.
They brought Warren to the free throw line. There's that quick deception.
And a steal, the and one.
Again, that was similar to what they did early in the first half we saw, Brad. Just snuck one. Guy hung around.
Chris Hennessy, the steal, the putback, the screams of let's go on the floor.
Got a lot of giddy up and go, especially for a freshman.
Free throw no good. Grant Warren with another rebound.
Again, that's that live ball turnover. Hurt Marathon so bad.
10 turnovers already for this Marathon team.
Nice action trying to start him high and bring him off the back screen, but a lot of people in that paint bumping and grinding. Nice flash across. Now there's 2.5 people around him.
They're going to get a tie up there. Possession arrow to Kenosha St. Joe's.
Again, 2 people behind, one player collapsing. And they're not waiting for the bounce. They're coming right on the catch.
So Eric Hennessy calling out chin flare.
Yep, little flare action that worked so well to open up an avenue for him last time.
Jumper no good, but he is fouled by 2/3.
Good read. Ref watched the shooter, didn't worry about the ball.
That's 3 for thirds.
Again, they run the same action, Brad, until it gets stopped. That was the same action in prior, but instead of going to the rim, he just pulled up off the left hand.
Eric Hennessy, the first free throw is good. We know he's going to go on to play college ball. Hasn't decided yet. Jose Garcia said he's got some D1 looks, some D1 walk-on looks, some D2 opportunities. But this is basketball in 2024. He's got to wait for the portal to settle down. Make his decision from there.
Whole different spectrum than just 5 years ago.
Yep. 1 and 2 for Hennessy at the line. It's a 10-point Lancer lead.
Like the action.
Drew Waffle, the 3 is no good.
This is where they literally get out and go. This is so good at. Nice hustle.
Dominic Santorelli, the board to Hennessy. Grant Warren will come away with it.
They escaped away from one there, Marathon. Like the reversal, one more.
Drew Walful.
Good cover up. Again, they tend to try to get in the post and run. Laker cuts off their back screen. Nice fade screen back.
Oh, the skip pass, and Dominic Santorelli tried to go through Grant Warren. I don't know if you didn't see him. 6'10", he's hard to miss.
I think he just is fighting through it. But again, Coach Jacobson said they play so physical last half, and Marathon's got to match it.
All right, timeout on the floor. A message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Well, the 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by the Jones family, making breakfast, sausage, bacon, ham, and more right here in Wisconsin since 1889. Visit JonesDairyFarm.com. And now we're ready for an omelet at 7:30 on a Thursday night, right?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. Eggs are good anytime.
So that entry pass to Warren denied. Another steal for Kenosha St. Joe's. And Kenosha is fouled on the floor, so that bucket won't count.
And again, a lot of their turnovers throughout the game, Brad, has been trying to force it into the post, and all of a sudden leads out to the break. It's almost they should continue to work that side-top-side action and let it fly. You kind of got to loosen them up a little bit.
Saved your life, Fred.
It's a way to take the charge, Fred.
So near steal from Marathon, but the ball will stay with the Lancers.
Again, against a team like this, you're never out because they're not going to slow it up, Kenosha St. Joe. So you're going to get the possession back. It's not like they're going to pull it out. Stagger ball screen. Oh, nice find.
That shot is blocked, not by Warren. I think Drew Walful was the one that got the hand on that.
Just move that ball quick, across the top, look in one more time. Usually it takes 2 turns. Nice
into Warren again. Nearly had Underwood. Instead, another turnover.
Nice bounce.
And Tommy Santorelli can't get it to go. Hooks them out with the rebound.
Warren's got to take it up when he gets it that tight, no matter how good a passer he is.
Tyler Underwood off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for, brought down by Marathon.
Maker cut, back screen into it, off the tryon. Nice final. Another good look.
It seems like Marathon's passing up a lot of fairly open looks.
They are. They're not hitting the cutters like that, but there was a nice flow for Underwood. That's his shot, spinning in the lane, pushing down to the post. Again, only a 3-possession game. And they keep running that action until you stop it. Really clearly stop it.
Eric Hennessy, no good. And Marathon already with 3 made field goals here in this half have matched their first half total.
Again, I'd like to see, when it comes down to it, I'd like to see Underwood and Orpel really try to take it to the hoop. Great flow.
Inside to Underwood.
Let him play.
Walful in the corner turns it down. True thirds.
There's nothing there. They got guys packing it in.
Oh, that was Underwood, excuse me. And now Chris Hennessy off to the races. And easy transition bucket for the Lancers.
Thought they had a couple open looks on the drive and the skip or drive and the kick, and they kind of turned it down.
8 fast break points now for the Lancers as they have jumped back up to a 10-point lead. That ball is going to be lost off the hands of Drew Walful.
It's got to get their composure back. In the beginning of the half, they threw a couple flurries at him, looked good. But then the turnover bug came back. Live ball turnover especially.
14 turnovers for Marathon. 12 points off turnovers for Kenosha St. Joseph's. And that's the difference right there.
Again, running that same action until you stop it.
And they'll get the blocking foul on True Thurs. That's going to be his 4th foul. And we'll see Andy Glennon check back into the game. Both of these coaches really not messing much with their bench at all.
No, they don't go very deep as the tournament trail went. But the bottom line is You're not going to see anything different from Coach Garcia. They're going to run that until you really truly stop it.
So Andy Glennon in. Truthers will head out. Eric Hennessy, we told you his younger brother Chris plays on the team. His mom is an assistant coach. If you're here at the Kohl Center or get a chance to see them in person, she's as fun to watch as the boys on the floor are.
She's into it.
Yeah, she is. And here's Tyler Underwood.
Nice reversal. But again, Kenosha St. Joe's sticking their plan, flooding the paint.
They'll get a foul call there on Tommy Santorelli.
Playing real physical on the ball, but they usually do. But what they're doing so well tonight, they're sticking to the game plan of the last week. Little cross screen pin possibly here. Again, 3 guys honed in for that post speed. That's why they're taking so many away. Face guarding the post. 2 guys hanging.
That 3 from Andy Glennon is good.
Just pulled the trigger. He was ready on the catch. Shot ready, as they would say.
Nice shooter off the bench. Started the season with injuries, but he's come back nicely. Big 3 there for Marathon to make it a 9-point game.
Again, the defense at the half-court level for Marathon has been there. It's been the live ball turnovers or the quick bust-out breaks. It's not the half-court level that's hurt them in the defense this half. At all, or a whole game. Little back screen pin down. Again, covered up well positioned. But again, give credit to Kenosha St. Joe, very patient. Nothing uncommon.
Hennessy, what a dish.
Just sees the floor, head on a swivel. The nice thing is, though, teammates Laker cut constantly. They know they'll find him.
Tyler Underwood right to the hoop. Well, he's been wondering where that lane has been all day long.
That C has not been open very much. Again, thing about Tennessee, eyes are always up. Bobbing and weaving, creating a little space, changing the pace. Nice
that
hands.
ball is stolen. Cooper hooks him off. And there is their first points off turnovers this game for Marathon.
Noted for his hands, noted for being active in the lane. Plays like a strong safety. Maybe it gives them a little spark to see their point guard do that.
7-point Lancer lead. The Marathon faithful getting noisy here now.
They're not in a rush, but he's always scanning. Little hesitation.
Short jumper, no problem.
Little pretty move, low pulse.
And Chris Tennessee again with the pressure, forces the turnover. Marathon working their way back into this game. A little defense leading to offense. And now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. The 4th-seeded Lancers looking to upset top-seeded Marathon. That's happened a couple of times in the 5 seasons. The last time was last year by this same Kenosha St. Joseph squad who beat St. Mary Catholic. So this team, they come in and their record is pretty deceptive. They finished 4th in their conference. They were 15-9 overall. But they played a tough schedule.
You're playing that kind with Dominican and a number of others. It's a grinder. But it also gets you kind of bumped up for the tournament.
Battle-tested group. You can see they've not been fazed by just about anything here today.
Nice duck in, but covered up. Nice
Hooks him the drive on the baseline, can't get it to go.
Again, Rod Warren away from the bucket, which created the cut underneath, or the dribble drive underneath. High ball screen. They'll liable to rescreen it if he doesn't get.
Tennessee has that poked away. And just like that, Huxama pulled them within 7.
Again, it's created 3 turnovers in the last few possessions. Just being more active.
And the first 21 points regular. The last 4 off turnovers. What a move inside.
Split the ball screen defense. Come to a 2-foot jump stop, little dump pass.
That ball poked away. We'll stay with Marathon.
Nice rip through.
Grant Warren, what a move on the baseline.
Very good at going to his left hand. Like how he attacked, more importantly. Went to the rim. Strong. Again, likes to snake the ball. This time drop coverage by the defender, which means he's sagging back on the ball screener.
Now he's
sagging back.
Jose Garcia will go to the same thing over and over and over again until it doesn't work.
But he does a nice job snaking through the 2 defenders at times, like we saw on the initial one where he scored on the drop pass. Patient. Nice back cut dribble at. Oh.
Tennessee high off the glass.
That's a fundamental right there. Again, when it comes Santorelli, dribbled at Tennessee. That's what you do in any offense. Backdoor cut.
Tennessee will commit the foul on Tyler Underwood.
Again, such a high IQ. Change of pace. Got a motor, but knows when to use it, when not to use it.
Well, the 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years.
In around the perimeter, they're packing it in. Be ready on the catch and shoot. Good hustle, good 50-50.
Chris Hennessy poked it away, can't quite corral it, so it'll stay with Marathon.
He's created havoc. He's had 3 pickoffs right in the backcourt itself. Trying to get that high-low post.
A feed into Warren, no good.
Stick
Warren
got string a couple stops together. All of a sudden get it down to less than 5. Into their 1-3-1, which is not uncommon. Good change of venue. See how they attack it.
And now Jose Garcia will take a timeout to discuss perhaps just that. Zone we haven't seen at all today, so we'll get a timeout on the floor. Marathon trying to claw their way back in, doing it with the big man, Grant Warren, and the effort underneath. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Back at the Kohl Center for this Division IV semifinal between Kenosha St. Joseph and Marathon. Brad Hansen, John Nedelkoff along with you. Keegan Hewitt, our sideline reporter, Nick Tabbert up in our host stand, and a great crew with us today behind the scenes to make this broadcast happen.
Little double guard front. We'll bring the big out to the top of key against their 1-3-1.
Grant Warren setting that almost to the rafters, it felt like, the way he tipped that pass.
Again, a lot of vision, a lot of passing lanes taken away with that length.
Tennessee was trying to zip a 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
Again, Kenosha St. Joe's not noted for the 3-point shooting. Not saying they can't do it or capable of doing it. It's just they're better at attacking, finding the lane. Again, little 2-1-2 undercut. Offensive move. Oh, had a piece on
nearly stolen by Drew Walful.
Again, can't throw that lollipop pass. That ball's going to get nipped.
And now a foul on Drew Walful.
Got plenty of time. This is not uncommon for Marathon to use a 1-3-1.
Second foul on Walful. Cody Radke will check in. So we've seen the move to the zone. What was the reason behind that?
They were starting to get into the lane pretty. They were Kenosha was really splitting or snaking the ball, so getting between the two defenders, dropping off, really getting them spread out. I think it was getting too easy. Plus, at this point, when you throw that curveball or throw that pitch you haven't thrown since the second inning, or maybe you haven't thrown it all of a sudden, the last couple innings, you're caught off guard. And we've seen it playing, Brad. You know, somebody brings in a different defense the last few possessions, all of a sudden throws havoc in its own way. And Marathon has played the one pretty well.
So what's the adjustment for the Lancers?
The Lancers are going to have to be strong with the ball. Plus, those I brought up, we call lollipop, those passes and hang in the air. That can't happen because it's going the other way if it does. So continue to penetrate gaps. Come to 2-foot stops and reverse the ball. Touch inside out.
Chris Kenosha, what a find.
Good communication diagonally.
Wolfel thought about the 3.
Good reversal, but again, 2.5 guys over there waiting for the post.
Landon Snyder, Cody Radke both in the game as Adam Jacobson is looking for something. And what he'll get there is a timeout.
Trying to get back one of the starters back in.
So a 9-point Kenosha St. Joseph lead, and it seems like every time Marathon finds something, the Lancers have had the answer.
It's kind of been the tail of the tape this second half. Marathon will throw a flurry, and Kenosha St. Joseph will answer right back, and that's kind of that barometer. It's been anywhere from 7 to 9, pretty much the whole second half.
Turnovers, points off turnovers continue to be the difference. 15 Marathon turnovers, 14 points for the Lancers off of it.
Just a hard thing to overcome. Biggest thing is those live ball turnovers.
Oh, especially in a game that's scoring is hard to come by.
So difficult, you bet. Good back screen, flex screen, nice duck in. 2 guys doubling down. Nice Laker cut, nice skip. Hit it. Good ball movement. You got to take what the defense gives you, though. Good shot fake.
Tyler Underwood will be fouled on the shot. Heard you say take it quite a few times. Marathon, they're getting these open looks, but they continue to kind of shot fake and pass out of it.
Coach talked about it. They're a little hesitant coming out of the first half. Part of it is just the physical aggressiveness that Kenosha St. Joseph was doing, but I think you got to eventually take a couple that you got to catch in rhythm and let it rip, because otherwise if you hesitate, it's no good either way. But we had a couple looks on those couple reversals, and they didn't even look at it. I like the shot fake shot, though, that Underwood just did and played into his strength.
A couple free throws to cut it back to 7. Now we'll see some full court pressure and a foul there from Cody Radke.
Again, little extended 1-3-1 pressure.
We're not playing the foul game already, are we?
We should, because, again, you don't need to. Plenty of time left. You're only down 7. Biggest thing is play sound defense. See if they hurt. Sometimes a hurried shot is almost like a turnover. Certain guys that you would run at, you may not want to run at. Certain guys you want to trap.
Chris Kenosha fouled on the floor. That'll put Kenosha St. Joe's in the bonus.
And that ball's moving quick, though, by Kenosha St. Joe's, making that defense really rotate. Again, the younger the Kenosha, he's done a fabulous job. Plays with a lot of energy, a lot of savvy.
No good on the free throw. Rebound fought for, controlled by Drew Wolfel.
Again, can't necessarily settle for a post feed. Got to take what's open. Not hesitate on the catch. Nice action, but better defense.
Tyler Underwood, no good. And Warlinger able to come away with that rebound.
Done such a nice job in rebounding, defensive rebound, boxing out, keeping Marathon off the glass.
So a 7-point Lancer lead, under 4 to go, and Eric Hennessy will head to the free throw line.
I think the biggest thing that's holding Marathon back is not necessarily just the defense that's being thrown at them. It's also their hesitation in multiple ways.
And the shots they are taking just aren't falling. They're 1 of 9 from deep in this game.
And some have been in flow and some have been look once, look twice. But again, missed free throw gives them another opportunity. Nice skip pass, because you got 3.5 guys on the weak side, paint, and plus a person in front, dead front.
True Thurs, the corner 3, no good.
Good rebound.
The rebound to Huxama. Waffle hits the 3.
He caught it in rhythm and let it rip. No thought. Stayed connected on the follow through.
All right, things are heating up here at the Kohl Center. The Lancers a 4-point lead, and now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. The Lancers hang into a 4-point lead in this Division IV semifinal game. And we mentioned it a couple times. Coach Jose Garcia has not gone to his bench one single time. Any worries about fresh legs coming down the stretch here for the Lancers?
They do not go deep in their bench all year long. That's probably cost them a couple games, but you got to go with the method, what got you here.
And we'll get a foul, and Eric Hennessy will head back to the free throw line.
Very cagey.
Cody Radke has come into the game. He's got 3 minutes and 2 fouls.
Again, you'd like to see him play a little bit longer defense before a foul is committed. See if they take a quick shot or make a bad decision.
Eric Hennessy 3 of 5 from the line today. Good on that one. Make it 4-6.
For how much this young man has the ball in his hands, he doesn't make many bad decisions.
Eric Hennessy pushes the lead back to 6.
Plenty of time. Like just the rhythm on the last shot. Inflow.
Get a quick 3 from Huxama, no good. Underwood fights for the rebound, but it will be taken by the Lancers.
That physicality showed up there again, just on boxing out, not allowing a second chance.
And we'll get a timeout from Eric Hennessy, who was getting boxed in the corner there.
Heads
Smart
up
play.
IQ. Heads up IQ. Knew he had a few timeouts to use. But again, young man has such an IQ of the game. We saw that last year at the Final Four here. We saw what he could do offensive, but he's got a game that, you know, if you're playing outside, you're playing in the blacktop, it's a baller, but he can play both ends of the court. And the biggest thing, like we talked about earlier before the game, Brad, was he makes everybody better.
Yeah.
And that's I believe is the best compliment a player can get, is when you make other people better, then you're a true player.
Well, take a look at how Kenosha St. Joseph's got here. Pretty tough sectional. But they handled it pretty well. 30 points over Kohler, 20 over Milwaukee Juno, 18 over Heritage Christian.
And that's a test to their conference. I mean, night in, night out, they're getting hammered upon. They're hammering upon others, and it just galvanizes you.
And tough road for Marathon, too. That sectional semifinal against Auburndale. Probably the team that played Marathon the best all year, except for clearly Kenosha St. Joseph.
Correct. Again, Auburndale, legendary program.
So 6-point Lancer lead.
Don't need a foul. Make them work against a little pressure. They're back to their man-to-man. Even though you got a great ball handler, you might get caught in a bad situation.
Started to see 3 bodies float out toward Hennessy there.
Always coming back to get the ball. No fear.
Nearly throws that one away, and now Whirlinger is fouled by Grant Warren.
Again, it looked like they almost purposely wanted to foul him.
75% free throw shooter on the year. But Whirlinger has not been to the line yet today.
He has not taken a number of shots today as well, so maybe a good pick for Marathon.
This is the first. So far, so good. If you're a Red Raider fan.
And make that clock really slow. Lengthen the game.
See Adam Jacobson, his offensive, defensive substitutions. Plan to foul Whirlinger. Worked. He misses both.
Again, coming off a possible stagger. Pick and pop.
Hooksema has that stolen away by Kenosha.
Got caught up in there when you jump past. It leaves you very few options.
And now under 2 to play. Here's Grant Warren all the way out to half court to guard Kenosha.
That ball's on a string. You can bob and weave. It's almost like you're shadow boxing.
And Underwood will finally foul him. So Marathon running out of chances here. A minute 38 down 6. Kenosha can smell it.
No fear in that young man. It's been proven for quite some time. But again, his head was up when he was dribbling. Yeah, he was dribbling all over the court, but his eyes were up. Bobbing and weaving, creating a little space, changing pace.
It's the first free throw. It's a 7-point game.
He has not come out tonight, has he?
No. So none of the Lancer starters have.
It's quite a conditioning thing.
Must be nice to be that young and that in shape, huh?
One time up, down, court. I'm good.
Misses the second.
You didn't see the pick and pop. Warren will shoot that 3.
Drew Walfel will shoot the 3, no good. And the rebound fought for. Controlled by Kenosha St. Joe's. Quickly up to Dominic Stantorelli.
Again, kind of goes back to what they've done all night. Boxed out hard. Very few offensive touches, rebounds for Marathon.
Tyler Underwood, the long 3, no good. That goes out of bounds. And so Kenosha St. Joseph's up 9, a minute 6 to play here in this Division IV semifinal.
Again, tonight you just saw basically defense trump offense. Don't see that too often anymore.
And Kenosha will be fouled finally by Underwood. That's his 4th.
In Marathon's defense has been very good, to say the least. It's just like we've talked about, those turnovers and live ball turnovers have created that gap, that space in the game.
So Eric Kenosha, 16 points. 6 of 10 from the free throw line now. His mom, look at his mom.
You got to shoot 10 more tonight.
I don't care if we're up. The game. I don't care if we're up 9 with under a minute to play. You got to hit those. So 10-point Lancer lead.
And that ball pressure still there. Nice ball fake.
True third. Step back 3 is good.
Still breathing.
And we'll get a timeout from Adam Jacobson.
Again, stranger things have occurred. 7-point lead. Put the press on, get a turnover.
So True Thurs has struggled tonight, but this was about as smooth as it gets.
Again, nice little ball fake, little step back with no hesitation. I think we've seen a few possessions where they had the open look. I know they want to go inside out, but I think Coach Jacobson, when he said to be more aggressive, wasn't just around the bucket. He's about, hey, no hesitation. You got to let it rip when you're open, especially after a couple turns of the ball.
So the Red Raiders came in today. They just lost 1 game. That was to Division II Mosinee.
And again, both teams just locked in on their defensive scouting report extremely well. And Kenosha St. Joe's really took advantage of the live ball turnovers that they normally can create off their ball pressure deep.
A nervous Marathon mom. Otherwise, great crowds here at the Kohl Center to start off this tournament.
Yes, solid Thursday night crowd.
So the Lancers will look to inbound quickly into Eric Kenosha.
You might see a dribbling exhibition right now.
Inside to Santarelli, to his brother, no good.
Smart, pulled it out, could easily went up with it again.
And now Radke will get the foul on Eric Kenosha. So Eric Kenosha will get a chance to extend this lead back to 9.
We talk about this guy having an endless motor. He's proved it tonight.
Helps when you know you're going to have a day off to rest the legs in between. Or you got to play for that gold ball.
The way he plays, he's probably going to go take a 2-mile jog or something.
Well, yeah.
Around the Capitol.
He's probably chasing his mom around.
Well, Mom might lead the way.
That's what I'm saying. So a 9-point Lancer lead. Two-thirds will find Hoeksema. Now under 10 to go. Underwood, the 3, no good. Rebound will stay with Marathon. So 6.7 seconds left. I think it's safe to say at this point, the Lancers are headed back to another state championship appearance.
You know, we saw a grinder by definition today. You got to give it credit on the defense end. The offense end, just hard to counter. Defense won tonight. But again, the defense of St. Joe's and what they do well, create live ball turnovers, ball pressure, really extended that gap.
And this will be the 3rd time now in 6 seasons of Division IV that we've seen a 4 seed beat a 1 seed. And this team has done it twice. Deep 3 from Radke is no good, and that will do it. The Kenosha St. Joseph Lancers are headed to Championship Saturday. They'll have a chance to play for a gold ball in the Division IV Championship. A lot of that thanks to that man right there. All right, we'll step aside. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Well, for the 2nd time in 2 years, Kenosha St. Joseph's as the 4 seed is knocked off the top seed. Let's hear from those victorious Lancers. For that, we'll send it over to Keegan Hewitt.
Thanks, Brad. Tommy, first we'll start with you. A defensive masterclass down there throwing bodies. You hold Grant Warren under 10 points. 15 turnovers you guys forced and turned it on the other end. What was working defensively for you?
We were just trying to double him. He's obviously a lot bigger than us, way bigger. And we just tried to keep the ball out of his hands, and it really worked out for us.
Eric, next thing for you, I'm going to call you the closer in this one. You stay poised, you keep the ball in your hands to make sure the clock hits 0. How much was that necessary for you, and how proud of your guys?
It's just working as a team. If I can dribble it out when we're up, that's what I need to do. I'm going to do whatever we can to get the win.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you Saturday. Coach, we'll come to you now. Excellent work defensively. We spoke about it at half. But you guys rallied. You had an answer for every counterpunch they threw your way. How proud are you of your guys to make it a Saturday?
I'm extremely proud. I just want to give all the glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, though, for the opportunity. But our boys work hard. They believe that anything is possible with God. And we continue to rally and just defend. And that's our motto, right? We're only as good as our defense. I'm so proud for them for executing Scouting Report and taking him as much as we can out of the game. He's a great player.
Awesome, Coach. Kenosha St. Joseph on to the Division IV state title game. Brad?
All right, Keegan, thank you very much. John, it was defensive masterclass. We talked about that. A lot of turnovers, a lot of points off turnovers. Let's see how we got to the final. We'll take a look at our second half highlights. And this was, like we said, there was an answer for everything Marathon did.
And they went to that fade screen, 1-4 fade screen action a lot in the early second half. Again, live ball turnovers are just real quick bust outs. That was the difference in the game.
Yeah, head coach Adam Jacobson at half said we want to play with pace and space. Kenosha St. Joe's hurt them, and they played with a lot of pace and space. Couple of steals, we thought Marathon might be able to find some momentum, but every time they did, Kenosha had an answer.
The thing is, you look up at Brad, it's a 9-point game. That's 3 possessions, but in this game, that's a long ways away.
Yeah, and here we go to end the game. Dominic Santorelli. That one pretty much sealed it for the Lancers, who, for the second straight season, will play for a gold ball. The final stats, and the big one there, turnovers, 16 for Marathon, points off turnovers. There's a 9-point game. There's your difference.
Again, the live ball turnovers, we say it again, but it's that one fundamental that can't go against you because it's so hard to overcome.
Eric Kenesey, Chris Kenesey, the brothers led the way for the Lancers, who will now play for a gold ball on Saturday. They'll get the winner of our next game, Mineral Point and Aquinas. We're getting close to that game, John. Great job with this one. Appreciate it. Ton of fun. But now we're going to send it up to Nick Tabbert to get us through until our next game starts. Hey, Nick.